to another episode of Ask Jenne Today, where all your event-related questions get answered. Today we're answering the question about venues. And the question is, what do I need to look for if I am scouting for the perfect venue for my event? Here are my answers. Number 1, you need to check the first impression. What is the overall feel that you got when you arrived in this venue that you are checking out? Is it a positive feeling? Is it a good feeling? Remember, all of your guests will go through the same thing that you're going through right now as you check out this venue. And if you feel positive about it, then there's a big possibility that your guests will feel the same. Number 2, you need to check the capacity and the type of venue that you have or you're looking at. Do you need an air-conditioned venue or an indoor venue, or do you need an outdoor venue, say poolside or a garden? Now, if you're gonna check an indoor venue, how many air conditions are there? Is it enough to cool the whole place? Or if you're gonna do an outdoor venue, is there an option for a tent or any kind of cover? So these aspects you need to look at when you check the indoor and outdoor venue, and also the capacity. Is it enough for the number of guests that you want to have? Is it good for 50, 100, 150, or as much as 200 or 300? Now, after you think about that, now you need to look at the facilities. Yes, the facilities is very basic but important. Number 1, is there toilets? And the toilets, are they good? I mean, are they clean? Are they functional, right? And then 2, is there a pantry? Is there a place where your caterer or your food provider can prepare, right? And then number 3, you also need to take a look at the parking. Yes, we need parking. So if your event actually is in the CBD or the Central Business District area, there's a big chance that you're gonna have a challenge with parking. But in other venues, then there could be a whole lot of parking. So you also need to think about the guests who will be arriving. Most events would have guests that have a lot of cars. So there's nothing worse than having an event and your guests arrive and they can't find parking. Of course, you don't want them to say, we'll just go home because we can't find parking, right? So that's one thing that you need to consider. But in case though that you really like this certain venue and there's not enough parking, of course there are other solutions to it. Like you can have valet, or you can offer drop-off points or shuttle, etc. Okay? And then after you check out the facilities, okay, my last 2 points can be variable because to some people might be important, to some it may not. But this one is about value for money. Now, in order for you to see if sulit ba ang venue na tinitignan mo, you're gonna need to check out other venues or competitors around the area as well. So value for money means that you're actually getting the most out of the amount of money that you're paying for. Now, I said this can be variable because some people, even if it's expensive, they still want to go for it. So it's still up to you. But for value for money, I guess you really need to check out other competition so that you know how to maximize your budget. And then number 5 item is accessibility. Again, very variable because accessibility is about how easy is it to get to that place. Now, sometimes we do have weddings that are a bit far and it's hard to get to that place. But because you really like that place, then it's okay, even if it's not so accessible. Or maybe you want to make sure that everyone who will go to your event really makes an effort. So maybe you want it that way. But then there are also others who say that I want to make sure that my guests won't have a hard time finding the place. So then accessibility could be a factor. Is there a lot of traffic going to that place? Are the roads accessible? You know, is there a dangerous pathway getting there, etc., etc. Okay, so those are the 5 things that you need to consider when you're checking out the venue. But on top of all of this, I want to tell you the most important question that you need to ask is it available? Availability is crucial because even if you like the venue but it's not available on the day that you want it, then all these items won't matter that much. Unless, of course, you're gonna change your event date. So there you have it. I hope I answered your questions. Now, do you want us to showcase a venue that you are checking out? Let us know in the comments, so we might do some special features on some venues. Alright? Do you have a question? Go ahead and ask it, because yours just might help somebody today.